like you do any other game, you got to come in the following day, win or lose, especially when you lose. As you learn from the mistakes you made, you look at it, you talk about it, you discuss it, you walk over it, and then you start moving on mentally now to prepare for a game tomorrow. You'll do it again in shoot around, but as I said in the presser yesterday, the frustration and the anger, well, the frustration is last night. Anger can continue. You can have anger. That's a good thing. But the frustration has to remove from your body and your mind as it gets closer and closer to game time.
How do you channel that anger correctly and make it a benefit, make it work in your favor?
I don't know. If I had that, I'd be a very rich man. If I had that diagnosis, I don't know. Everyone uses it very different, So, I've always, some guys use this playing with just a chip on the shoulder. And I've always used to focus me more on my aggressiveness. So it's just different, which everyone uses. So anger in the right way, can be used good. But at the end of the day, we got to go out and play a basketball game. In an environment that last time we step on the court, we had a chance to win. And we got to go back in there again and give ourselves a chance to win one more time.
You referenced LeBron's Game 6, which I think is the last time you guys were obviously in 3-2 position on the road like this. Do you have some sort of similar mindset? I mean, there are other things you can take from the mindset you all had, not just him, the mindset you all had that night, and apply it to what you want and what you have to do tomorrow?
Well, individually, guys who've been in those situations before, you pull from the moments in different series that you was down and that you needed special performances, that you needed a collectiveness as a team. You pour from those moments because it's all you have to pour from. The guys that's never been in them before, they don't know what to pour from. So it's a little different, with this team than it was with those battles. We had some battles with Indiana where we had to come back after allowing them to steal one at our home back in our run. So we was able to accomplish that. But you just gotta you try to mentally play the game out in your mind what you need to do to help your team win. But when you get out on the court, it's basketball, and you got to go out there and give what you can, what you have.
When you said you basically watch the film and then come in, did you see anything in terms of some of the droughts that you guys have maybe had offensively over the past 3 games that maybe there's some? It seems like defensively, you guys, your numbers defensively have still been good.
Yeah, our numbers have been great. Yeah. I feel that it's a good defensive team we're playing against. Just like they're having droughts, we're having droughts. We're not going to go into a game and not have a drought. We're not that potent of an offensive team. We're going to have droughts. I think, those first 2 games was admiration. That doesn't happen in the playoffs. We lucked up and got those 2 scoring games, but not versus a good defensive team like Charlotte. And now with their confidence and now going into 6 games and knowing what we like to do, you're going to have some scoring droughts. That's when your defense becomes that more important. I think the one thing we have to do a better job of if we want to win this game is going to be our turnovers. It's going to be huge, especially on the road, to give us more opportunities to get more shots up. Than turnovers. But I didn't mind, watching it. I didn't mind the energy we played with. I didn't mind, the shots that we got. It was everyone being aggressive, and that's the way we played. We ain't playing no different than we played all year, from the standpoint offensively. And I can lose that way, but it's defensively, which the part that probably hurts more. When you have a lead and all you got to do is get stops, what they're going to run. We have to be a little bit ahead of it, not back on our heels, knowing that they're running pick and rolls. It's no surprise, same with us. So that kind of hurt a little bit, giving them shots off of the screens, hitting pull-ups when we had a lead, more so than offensively. Everyone's going to look at the offensive end, and I look at the defensive end of the floor.
You mentioned chip on the shoulder. Is there kind of a sense of guys outside of that room are counting you guys out and us against the world?
No, man. I'm not. We can't concern ourselves with that. If you're worried about what people say on the outside, you're worried about the wrong thing. You focus on the basketball game and winning the game. Each individual have some on both sides. Each individual have something that they take into each game. you know, and the chip on the shoulders what some guys take. Would have been underdogs, would have been doubt or whatever. But you know, it's not a topic in the locker room saying, "Oh, on the outside they don't think we're gonna win." Obviously, they're in the driver's seat. Everyone's gonna go with them. It's easy. It's a safe pick. You know, that's not our focus. Our focus is, and my focus as a leader is to try to, you know, get this team to focus on, you know, what we need to do inside to try to, you know, win one ball game and take it from there.
Dwyane, obviously every good team is going to make a run at home, but the size of the runs against you guys the last 3 home games, or last 3 road games in Boston and the 2 in Charlotte, have you all talked about what to do maybe to stem the avalanche sooner before it gets to 20-0 or 18-2 as a run? What can be done?
We would love for that not to happen. The only thing that can be done is next time we get in that situation, try not to let it happen. There's no button we can push. There's no magic potion we can take. You know, we just got once we get in that situation again, we just got to do a better job collecting ourselves. You know, and you get into a point sometimes when a team making a run like that on the offensive end, you stop moving the ball the same way. You stop getting the looks that you need. You start putting too much pressure on each shot that you take. And defensively, you know, everything works as a chain in this group. So one person not in this position because he's frustrated or because this or that, and it all affects it. So hopefully we learn from those situations. I think this team all season has gotten better as the season went on because we've been able to learn and adapt and adjust. And you know, what better game to show that we, you know, can learn from, you know, those mistakes that we've had in those road games of late that we've played.
Now, Kemba and Len are going to get to the rim against a lot of people, but is there anything as a group you all can do better to maybe curtail that?
I mean, I thought we did a decent job. I mean, defensively, you know, besides a couple of mistakes towards the end of the ball game, I thought we did a good job defensively. I mean, you know, we held Kemba, you know, 4 for 18 from the field. Kemba Walker is going to get where he wants to get to a lot of times on the floor. He's very crafty, he's very shifty, he's very small, he's very quick, and he's a good player on top of that. So I thought we did a good job of just making it tough on him. You're not going to necessarily stop them from getting in the paint. You want to limit how many times they get in there. And I thought we made some adjustments, but they capitalized on those adjustments. Len did a great job when we put 2 on the ball to stop him getting the paint. He did a great job of making the extra pass to the big guy, dumping it down a couple. And we wasn't prepared on the opposite side of the floor. So, you know, we got to be ready for that and not give those easy relief buckets up when our big guys do a great job of getting out and putting pressure on them. We have to do the job on the back line to make sure that they don't get easy layups, because that's going to make our big guys not want to do it next time, you know, and they come off and they're going to get easy jump shots. So it all has to work as a chain, man.
For the last year or so, the NBA has put out those day after game reports after close games. Have you ever looked at them?
Nope, don't care about them.
You got some laughs last night when you said, "I'm pissed off. Now my wife's going to have to deal with me when I get home." When you got home, were you able to decompress, get away from it, or was it kind of like you thought it was going to be?
Nah, it was kind of like I thought. Actually, nice. My wife was good of listening to me all night, you know, ramble on and on and on and on and on. So it was a nice car ride home, and finished it when we got home. But, you know, it's just you have to get it out, you know. You have to think about it over and over again. You know, that's just, you know, it's the only way you're going to move past it once you get it out, you know. So she went to sleep on me. And so I was still watching the game and trying to get it out. But, yeah, you know, and I came back in today ready to lead this team, you know, as much as I can, is to try to give these guys, you know, some confidence. You know, that's what I bring to them. I bring confidence to them. And so it's my job to walk in here today and try to breed that confidence into them as we, you know, start now, you know, preparing our minds for tomorrow night's game.
Did you watch the full game before going to bed last night?
Yeah, I do that a lot. Yeah, but, you know, just watching the church, trying to you can't change anything from the game, but you try to learn from. You try to see where you can. You know, I got guys that's playing big minutes for us that hasn't been in these moments. So, you know, I need to watch it and see where I can help them become better, whether it's for now, whether it's for later. You know, so, you know, just, you know, doing my homework from that standpoint, and, you know, you're able to pass down one thing that can help your team. You know, this series is that close, you know, right now, and we're actually, you know, we're playing. We're actually won more quarters than they've won, and they won in the series. It's that close of a series. So, you know, So you look and see what you can help either change something in what you've done, your approach, or what you can help someone else.
You yell at the TV when you're watching this?
No, I'm not that guy. I don't yell at the TV. I just it's funny because as a player, when you're sitting in a chair and your coach is just rewinding the play over and over and over again, you don't like it. But last night I found myself rewinding plays over and over and over again, and I felt like Coach Riley last night. I was just laughing to myself. But you just want to see kind of how the defense is reacting to certain plays, certain things you're doing, and in this series you're gonna run the same stuff. Maybe a tweak here and there, but you just want to be ahead of what they're gonna do.
Dwyane, you said she fell asleep on you, but what did you make of her reaction on Twitter last night with some of her social media comments being frustrated while she watched the game?
Well, my wife is very expressive. She always has been, and she always will be. So that's her. She has a voice, and she uses it in many ways. Obviously, she's a fan of the game, not only of basketball, of sports, and she's always she go to Twitter fast if she don't like something. I don't. It's not really my concern. I mean, she expressed it throughout the game. Just go sit by it throughout the game. You'll hear something. You probably hear more than that, but so she's a fan of the game, and she's a woman with a voice who understands that, and she uses it.